Welcome to Small Victories Yoga. I'm Melissa. Before we begin, I'd like to ask, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. If you have any suggestions, thoughts, ideas for future classes, please leave them in the comments section. I'm here to serve you, and let me know how I can better do that. For this session, we're going to be working on a yin yoga practice, focusing on our hips. You don't need any props, and as always, you do what feels good, skip what doesn't work, and just try to have some fun. So we're going to begin in a really wide-kneed child's pose. So come on down onto your mat. Bring your knees as wide as you can, toes come together to touch, and you sit on your heels. Allow the forehead to rest on the mat in front of you. And start with a deep inhale through your nose. And a sigh out of your mouth. Just allowing your body to soften, to relax as much as you can here. Let's take one more deep inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs all the way to the top and then pause. Hold your breath. And then sigh it out of your mouth. Now allow your breath to just be your normal everyday breathing. But instead of bringing your awareness to the inhales and the exhales, see if you can allow your mind to focus on that pause in between the breath, without trying to alter or change anything. Slowly come on up to long arms, coming up to all fours. And you're going to step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Start to lengthen that back leg as much as you can. And then you're going to bring that right foot over to the left side of your mat. Drop the knee. Bring your heel into your hip as close as you can. And then bend that back knee so you're sitting on your right hip. And then just fold forward. Find a space that feels comfortable here. Right, so this is our yin version of half pigeon. Once you find that space that feels just right, perhaps you close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose, fill your lungs, hold your breath at the top, and then sigh. Just allowing your body to surrender to gravity. And as we hold each of these postures 3 to 5 minutes, naturally our minds are going to wander. See if you can just allow your thoughts to come and go without focusing on them. Try to bring your awareness to that stillness between the thoughts. Very slowly, come on up to long arms and find your way back into that tabletop position. So you're on your hands and your knees. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So the left foot steps next to the left hand. You lengthen that back leg. Scooch the left foot over to the right. Drop the knee to the mat. Bring the heel in close to the hip. Bend the back knee. Sit on the left hip. And then just allow yourself to fold forward. Feeling free to wiggle around for a moment, finding that ideal spot. And once you do, you just settle deeply into it. Take a deep inhale through your nose, fill your lungs, and hold your breath. Pause. Sigh it out of your mouth. Normal, everyday breathing. And again, as the thoughts naturally come, you don't try to control them. You don't try to alter them in any way. Just allow them to pass through. Returning your awareness to the silence in between the thoughts. Every time your mind wanders off, just gently return, focusing on the silence between the thoughts. slowly come on up to long arms. And then this time you're just going to come to a seat, bringing your legs long in front of you. Reach your arms up, take an inhale, and as you exhale, just fold forward, grabbing whatever you can, just for a brief moment. Take an inhale, exhale, relax. And then come to a seat, sit up tall. And then we're going to come into a shoelace pose. So you bend the right knee, bring it in front of your torso, and then just stack the left knee on top. So your knees are stacked. You may look a little different than I do, and that's okay. And to sit up as tall as you can, take an inhale. And as you exhale, you just fold forward, finding a space that feels relatively comfortable. And you settle into it. Once again, taking a deep inhale through your nose, filling your lungs and holding your breath. Pausing. And then sighing it out of your mouth. Normal, everyday breathing. Allowing the thoughts to just naturally come and go. Not trying to control or alter them in any way. Just allowing your attention to rest on the silence between the thoughts. Watching as that silence grows. Slowly begin to sit up, and we'll just switch sides. So left knee on top, right knee on the bottom. Once again, sitting up as tall as you can. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just fold forward to your own degree. Feeling free to wiggle around. Seeing if you can press your sits bones equally down into the mat. And then just surrendering to gravity. Again, let's take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs and hold your breath. Pausing. Let it go. Allowing your muscles to soften. Sending your breath to any area that may be feeling some sensation. Once again, allowing your thoughts to come and go without trying to control them or alter them in any way. Allowing your mind to focus on the silence between the thoughts, as if your thoughts were clouds passing through a blue sky. Your awareness focuses on the blue sky. Slowly come on up to a straight spine. Very gently uncross your legs. Straighten the legs. You can give them a little bounce here if you'd like. Reach your arms up, take an inhale. And as you exhale, just gently fold forward, stretching it out. And then sit up tall, bend your knees, and just start to slowly unroll. So you're lying flat down on your back. And we come into Supta Baddha Konasana, so bring the soles of your feet together to touch. One hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. You can adjust the intensity of this posture by pulling the heels in closer to your groin to intensify the stretch, or sliding the toes closer to the bottom of your mat to allow the posture to be a little more gentle. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose, fill your lungs, hold your breath, pause, let it go out of your mouth. Allowing your body to soften, allowing your breath to be your normal everyday breathing, allowing your awareness to focus on the silence between the thoughts without trying to change anything. Slowly open your eyes if they're closed. Bring your thighs together to touch and hug your knees into your chest. Squeeze yourself into a tight little ball. Think of one thing to be grateful for. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, set up your Shavasana. So take your time, you can wiggle around, finding that space that feels just right. Closing your eyes. Allowing your breath to be normal, everyday breathing. Bring your awareness to your toes, the balls of your feet, your arches and your heels, and all those tiny bones in your feet. Feel them relax. Your ankles relax. Your shins and your calves sink into the mat. Your knees are relaxed. Your thighs and your thigh bones melt. Feel your hips, glutes, pelvis, all of your internal organs soften. Feel your entire spinal column slowly just melt into the mat. Your shoulders and your angel bones relax. Your ribs and your lungs relax. Your heart quietly beats in your chest. All of the muscles in your back melt. Biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, all 10 fingers. Those tiny bones in your hands, even your fingernails relax. Your neck is relaxed. Your chin, jaw, teeth, tongue, lips relax. Ears, cheeks, and nose relax. Eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyebrows relax. Forehead, scalp, and brain. Your entire body is relaxed. Please allow yourself another 3 to 5 minutes, longer if you can, here in Shavasana. Focus on the space between, the stillness between the breath, the silence between the thoughts. Music exists not in the notes, but rather in the silence between them, said Wolfgang Mozart. The same holds true for yoga. Without the offbeats, the silent, restful moments, we would hear no sound. The notes or poses that we artfully arrange through our practice don't reach their crescendo until we step off into the world. Yoga really starts when we step off our mats and begin to interact with our children, as we smile at a stranger, as we choose to forgive. That's when our practice radiates and resonates. As we leave class and get on with our day is when our music can be heard. What song will you sing? Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.